Hi, boys and girls. This is Miss Sane. Today we're going to be reading a story titled Violet the Pilot by Steve Breen. Before we read this text, there are a few words in there that I thought it would be a good idea to go over. New words to kind of increase your vocabulary ability, make it good and strong. We're exercising our vocabulary today. So let's go ahead and look at these new vocabulary words before we start the text. Our first word is mechanical. Mechanical. Something or someone mechanical is related to how machines work. Now, an example of that is that a book is not mechanical, but you know what? My cell phone or my laptop is mechanical. Our next word is reassemble. When you reassemble something, you put it back together after it's been taken apart. So our example is I have to take my pencil sharpener apart to dump the shavings and then reassemble it to use on my pencil. So if I take it apart to dump the shavings out, but when I put it back together, I reassemble. Tinkering. When you are tinkering with something, you are making changes to it. I am tinkering with the placement of my chairs in the classroom. I keep moving them and making changes, so I'm tinkering with the chairs in my classroom. Now this is a good one. Obnoxious. Someone who is obnoxious is rude and not easy to like. And the example I gave you is the obnoxious man kept interrupting the nice old lady. He was very rude and he wasn't very nice, and I didn't like him very much for interrupting the little old lady, so I would use the word obnoxious to describe that man. Our next word is jubilantly. When you say something jubilantly, you say it very happily and joyfully. I shouted jubilantly when I found my lost kitten, because I would definitely be happy and joyful if I lost my kitty and then somebody found that kitty for me. I would shout jubilantly. Our last word is praise. If you praise people, you tell them they did something very well. When my daughters make brownies, I always praise them after I taste the chocolatey goodness. I'm going to eat that lovely, warm, chocolatey brownie, and I'm going to praise my daughters and say, oh, you did such a good job. They're so good. I'm going to praise that person to tell them they did something very well. All righty. So these words are in today's stapled papers for you to look at and review on the vocabulary words. Now, if you will click off this video and click on the next video, we're going to read Violet the Pilot.